Hey guys, welcome back to the show today. And I'm talking to all of you about how you can revitalize your PTA career. And if you're a PTA feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, or stuck in your current clinical career, it is time to break free from burnout and self sabotage with this training program. The name of this training program is Empower Your Career Path, Overcoming Burnout and Self Sabotage. Welcome back. This week, I want to discuss ways to grow and advance your PTA career. And this is going to actually be a mini series that breaks down what is holding you back, combined with real strategies that can help you get you moving forward in your career today. Now, this episode will be talking about how to identify and address burnout as a PTA. Now, burnout is growing rampant within the physical therapy profession, and in all the settings, we are all feeling the exhaustion and distaste that is causing each of us to rethink our professional choice to work as a PTA. The productivity standards, the group treatments that don't allow for hands-on, and the lack of pay and advancement that we face as PTAs has left all of us to wonder, what is next for me? And I was there where you are right now about 12 years ago. And I knew I really wanted to help people in a different way live their best life. But as a PTA, there was really no path to advance to allow me more income and to allow for more autonomy and results-driven care. Heck, over 12 years ago, I finally stepped away to become an entrepreneur and open a PT clinic as a PTA. Now, it wasn't until I forced myself to really feel where my burnout was that I knew that there had to be more for me. Surely I had not just wasted 20 years of my life for a career that was a complete dead end. And guys, I really felt like I could help people, but I had no idea how to help people. In fact, there was really no way until I paved my own way. Now, burnout is very real. For me, burnout was complete exhaustion. It was anger and it was sadness. It was a lack of fulfillment. I knew I went to PTA school to be able to do more for people, but I don't feel like I was really actually able to do that, especially in my current setting, which was home health. And I felt like I was kind of in a box, but looking out, I could see that people needed to be helped, but at that time I did not have a way to help them. Now, burnout is a state of emotional, mental, and often physical exhaustion brought on by prolonged and repeated stress. Burnout for our profession as a PTA can result from the lack of helping people long term, like we want to be able to help them. And when we combine that with the lack of advancement opportunity and lack of demand to see more people in a short amount of time, burnout leaves us feeling drained and overall frustrated. Many times, burnout leaves us feeling negative or cynical, and it gives us a cynical outlook on work. We may get angry at the system, may begin to blame the system for the lack of care that we can provide. Many of us work really, really hard and have an extreme drive to help others. When we cannot provide care, we feel like we should be able to provide. We feel unappreciated, unfulfilled, and undervalued. And many of us feel like we can step away due to our autonomy, but then we start researching, only finding that our only way out is to return to school to be a PT or to change our profession altogether. Many of us have lost jobs from COVID, have found it difficult to find a good job altogether, or many of us have found a good paying job but are left feeling unfulfilled with the treatment aspect of that job, even though the money is good. All of us want better work-life balance and want to earn more, and we want to make a difference in people's lives. To beat burnout as a PTA, we have more challenges than a PT or a chiro when it comes to advancement opportunities. As a PTA, our 2-year degree has provided us with a great foundation, but many of us do know we don't want to go back to school. And the cost of school and the time are possibly not even in the woodwork for most of us anyways. Now, for this reason, our first step in defeating burnout is to figure out what we want. This takes self-reflection, and many of us are having a hard time looking into ourselves. We do really good helping others and looking into what their problems are, but we really struggle with looking deep into ourselves and self-reflecting. Now, here's a list of ways you can develop yourself personally and professionally to overcome burnout while defeating your attempts at self-sabotage. The most important And immediate is pursuing advanced education that can allow you to provide care the way that you want to provide care. And this is actually the most crucial, but not the only thing you're going to need as a PTA to go solo. You're also going to need a new title and a service offering. Your treatments are going to have to be evidence-based, and they must align with your PTA license. Certifications that align with your PTA license to date are the Stretch Mobility Coach certification. All the other certifications do not align with your PTA license and can cause you to put yourself at risk for litigation. Make sure that you're reaching out to an attorney to really understand what you can legally do, and make sure you have everything that you need so that that attorney knows what they're looking into. Most of us give them our laws or have them look up our laws and our state practice acts, but that's not enough for your attorney. You need to look at litigated cases and things that have happened to PTs that are not providing physical therapy care, because those things are crucial in the attorney helping you see how you can go solo without a PT. I also want you to recognize the thing called self-sabotage. This is where you delay your future through justifying other activities. Here are some prime examples of ways that PTAs self-sabotage their career advancement. You start your own business, but you delay your growth because your employer can't find help to replace you. You do some of the work needed to start a business, but life seems to be too busy to progress your career right now. You want to talk things over. You want to take things really slow because of fear. Or maybe you want to gain knowledge in the cheapest way possible, but you want to make a lot of money from that cheap investment. Maybe you start a program, but you keep putting off how to follow that program for some reason or another. Many of you may have a fear of success. Recognizing self-sabotage will help you keep yourself moving forward towards your personal and professional goals. Now, self-care practices can also help you regulate your emotions and keep you at your best health. Regular exercise, healthy eating, and adequate sleep are some of the most important that can provide you the most immediate results for you when you're facing burnout or self-sabotage. Time management is also important and can be achieved by setting realistic goals and priorities. Taking regular breaks and scheduling time for relaxation is also very important. Most of you that I speak to don't know your goals. And this is typical because until now, many of you thought that you had already hit your career ceiling, and you've researched and you really can't find a way out that doesn't not align with your physical therapy assistant's license. And once you find ways to advance your career, the next step is to create a plan as fast as possible. And you need to create this plan as fast as possible because this is where self-sabotage comes in. Change is hard. Fear creeps in. Things don't feel easy, so you make excuses as to not to move forward. Once you find a way to advance your career, diving in is going to be your best way to really grow in your career and prevent self-sabotage. Now, work-life balance can be hard when you're juggling work and scheduling and family commitments. Establishing boundaries between work and personal life will ensure you have time for hobbies and family as well as social activities, and can be helpful when you're attempting to advance your career. Now, guys, self-sabotage jumps in when work-life balance is your dream of maybe only working 15 hours a week, and you want to have fun the rest of your life. And that's more of a, hey, I want to play all the time and I don't want to work. And guys, I'm going to be honest, unless you are rich, that is going to be impossible for you. And I don't know how fulfilling that is, because PTAs that I talk to are very self-starters. They're very driven people. And most of you really want to help someone give them their life back. And right now you don't feel like you can. By understanding burnout and self-sabotage and addressing both of these areas, you can regain happiness, feel fulfilled again in what you do, and start enjoying life and work again. Career opportunities can seem hard for you when we're talking about advancement, but here are some simple considerations that can help you calculate career opportunities for a PTA. Career advancement cost for PTAs is limited. Here are some career advancement opportunities that can help you grow and align with your professional license. There are actually two clear career paths a PTA can take to advance your career and to use your current skills as a foundation. The first one is to become a physical therapist, and this is a direct route. This route will allow you the ability to work in settings that you work in right now while providing you with a better income. The downfalls, however, are cost and time to continue your education. Other considerations that PTAs that are in home health consider, or maybe management positions, is that you may already earn at your top PTA level what you're going to earn as an entry level PT. So making sure you do the math to see if your return on investment will actually help you see whether the cost is worth it for you and your family for you to go back to PT school. Now, the second path and the newest route for PTAs is to gain a certification as a stretch mobility coach so that you can go solo without a PT. And this option allows a PTA to own your own business while earning higher revenues than working in physical therapy. And this specialty certification is going to help you learn your advanced skills and work with clients while you earn your full certification. The time and money investment can be earned back within your first month of business, allowing you autonomy, time, and financial freedom very quickly if you follow the process. Now, stepping away allows you to grow in another profession. Whether you choose academia, fitness, or office work, this can be little risk, but it can still keep you feeling unfulfilled because you're not doing treatment the way you felt like you wanted to be able to do treatment when you went into PTA school. Now, current career status and goals. Most of us have not established goals because we didn't see a way to advance our career as a PTA. As a stretch mobility coach, we are free to create goals. And now that there is that opportunity that you know for sure, hey, I can go to be a PT, or I can go and be a stretch mobility coach, or I'm done with this career altogether and I'm stepping away. This is when you write down your career goals. Here's how you start this project. Write down your hourly pay currently, or if you're a visit rate, write that rate down. And then write down how many hours or visits you see each week. And you can do that on an average. Now, this is going to give you your gross salary. Write down what makes you happy in your current job. Then write down what makes you feel burned out. Next, write down what you want to earn. And I know this is hard and it feels kind of silly, but trust me, it is achievable with the right guidance and mentorship. Now, write down what hobbies you cannot accomplish currently. Next, write how many hours you are willing to work, then what you would pay in exchange for earning $100,000 to $200,000 in revenue a year instead of what you're currently earning as your salary. Now, if you are earning $100,000 to $200,000 a year, this type of income, what would your goals be then? Would you invest into career advancement if it was a guarantee and you did not feel so much like a risk? If you had support, proven guidance, and were given the tools you need to earn that type of income, how long would you put it off? I speak to many PTAs every day. Most don't have goals set. They don't even see that this type of income is even possible for them. Most of the PTAs I speak with think they want to tiptoe into business ownership while working full time, then one day they'll achieve their goals. With my mentorship, the PTAs that sign up for my certification and become owners, they return from their clinical training and have a full schedule in less than a month. Most of them earning revenues of $10,000 to $12,000 in their first 30 days just by following my blueprint. Most are super surprised they have to put their resignation in really fast just so they don't have to turn away new clients. Now, just today, one of my PTAs was day one into leaving her full-time position as an outpatient clinic PTA. And she texted to ask business and clinical questions because she's completely full. Yeah, you heard me. She is completely full. One day from leaving her clinical job, she is full. She's not been in business for more than a month. And if you could achieve time, money, and better treatment opportunities that fast, how much would you pay to gain that type of happiness and success? Many of us look at the price and want the outcome and wish to pay less and get the same outcome. I speak with PTAs every day that choose to leave their careers, choosing to spend low dollar on certifications that provide them with a credential, but it doesn't provide them with anything but a skill and leaves them with no proven formula to grow their business or income. And most of these PTAs have put themselves into another box. I hope you take the time and look into what makes you most happy and what path will get you to happiness the fastest. Burnout is definitely not a place to stay for a very long time. In fact, I feel like burnout is really a signal showing us that we're ready to learn and grow as a physical therapist assistant. Guys, I hope you found this information on burnout and self-sabotage helpful. And if so, make sure that you subscribe to the show so that you don't miss any of my other episodes. Next week, I'm going to be discussing career paths for PTAs and how you can explore advanced roles, specializations, and entrepreneurial opportunities. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'll see you next week.